Next up, we got Trent. I really like your team this year. You kept Aaron Rodgers, which is a nice solid start to your team. You've got Zach Stacy and Ryan Matthews as your starting running backs. I really like those two. Matthews stayed healthy last year. If he can continue on, he'll be once again a top 15 running back. Zach Stacy, quarterback just went down. He's going to run it a lot more. I think he's going to stay, solid. Wide receiver wise, Ashlon Jeffries, pretty great player. I think he's going to do well, that offense. Hopefully there's enough balls to go around. I think there will be. Eric Decker, where you got him, I think is solid because he's the guy that's kind of, he's a number one wide receiver. So as far as a PPR is concerned, hopefully he gets the numbers there and he gets a couple touchdowns here and there. That can really help out. I know he's not, getting the ball from Peyton, but he's still going to get the ball. So having him as a 2, I'd like him as a 3, but 2, I'm not, too upset about that. As far as, Riley Cooper, he's going to be in a high-flying offense. Hopefully he competes how he was last year. And I really like the Hakeem Nicks pick. I think that Hakeem will have a breakout year for the Colts. I think that you'll see a big drop-off by Reggie. And but Hakeem, I think, will try to really get that big contract by playing well this year. Kind of re-energized because of the new situation that he's in. Even with the 2 running backs, if you're concerned about injuries, I like that you got Chris Johnson and Mark Ingram. Where you got Ingram, pretty value pick. I think they're going to really push him more. He missed some time last year, obviously, at the beginning of the year. But when he played late, he played pretty well. They didn't give him a ball a lot. But when they did give him, plus, 13 times, he really had some yardage, into the, the 80s and over 100 yards a couple games. But, as just a, hopeful breakout player, I don't mind taking him. Your other wide receivers on your bench, I think, are great outside of Nicks. I like Nate Washington. I think Justin Hunter's going to supplement him this year, so he'll probably be the guy you drop. But Marquise Lee will lead the Jaguars in receiving this year. He will be probably one of the better rookie wide receivers. I really, really like him this year. I think that they really have no other options there. I don't think that Cecil Short's going to get the job done. I think Marquise Lee is the one that's going to come in and he's going to get the yards and the touchdowns. He's just a great route runner. He's healthy, unlike he was his senior year, his junior year in college, or whatever year before he came out, sophomore year I guess it was. He was unstoppable. I expect to see him back to that. And I really like Greg Olsen as a tight end because they have nobody else to throw to. I think he's going to have the biggest numbers of his career. So where you got him, obviously you took him a little bit earlier, but probably right around here where he was going to get drafted. So I think that's really solid too. Like I said, really like this team this year. Thought you did a really good job. I gave you a B+ on the draft. I'm looking forward to seeing you back in the playoffs this year.